Yeah. Stay in your hut, bitch, we running the town. Shots to your gut if we see you around. You a little puppy, you don't belong in the pound. Chopper with the clip, leave you sleeping sweet and sound.
Alert, new movie alert. I know these movies have been all shut down and bada bat, bada boom. Nobody's seeing movies and shit. So Netflix released a new movie called Extraction, starring Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor. Yeah, I mean, it's by Netflix. I've been liking what Netflix has been putting out. Not the package, not a fucking movie about someone's dick being cut off. I do not like that type of Netflix movie. I prefer those actually really good movies like The Platform. That was a great Netflix movie. It really got me thinking about rationing my food and whatnot. You know, it was, man, I'm still thinking about that and all that cannibal crazy shit. And then The Platform, I was thinking. Yeah, so Platform, Extraction, yeah, Chris Hemsworth of the Marvel franchise, the Men in Black franchise, now gets to be in his own new action movie written by the Russo brothers, and one of the Russo brothers, Joe Russo, and you know, the Russo brothers, they made some of the best Marvel movies, you know, freaking Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War, they like war, The Winter Soldier, which is like top 5 Marvel, top 2. Yeah, I'm thoroughly excited to talk about their newest film, Extraction. Now, this film is about a black market mercenary played by Chris Hemsworth, who, Tyler Rake is his name, and he's on a mission to extract the son of a drug lord who was kidnapped by a different drug lord because they're at war with each other, so they kidnap each other's sons and what's not. Or only one son is kidnapped, and is all set in the overpopulated country of India, and this film isn't directed by the Russo brothers. It's directed by the stunt coordinator of most Marvel movies, Sam Hargrave. And he's another one of those. He's hopping on the wave of stuntmen turned directors with David Leitch, who was a stunt coordinator, and then he ended up directing Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, and then Chad Stahelski, who created the John Wick franchise after being a longtime stunt coordinator. And so Sam Hargrave's hopping on that stuntman turned director wave, and he knows what the fuck he's doing. Be real, Sam Hargrave. This stunts in this movie, absolutely fantastic. Better than the writing a little bit. But then again, you want to have the stunts if it weren't for the writing. But they're just executed like. And the way the cinematography just happens is like. The way the cinematography shows the action, it's not like fucking chopped together like it's an insanely mess. Like it's all like wide. The camera's pointed so you actually know what's going on. It's not like chopped together madness, BS. Like it's well like shot and you know what's going on. It's not incomprehensible shaky cam action. It's like, yeah, good cinematography. Now, Extraction has a lot of extra action, less conversations with the characters until midpoint. Through this film, we learn who the character's loyalty is to in the midpoint, and the first act do get a sense of who is against who, how badass is Tyler Rake, played by Chris Hemsworth. He's just a great character, Tyler Rake, and the choreography is stunning, as I said earlier. You know, I'm talking like John Wick good. And the amount of action is John Wick 3 level, like it's a majority of scenes. But the scenes without action, the writing is pretty okay. Like the good emotional scenes are pretty solid. It's just like that Indian kid's acting was a bit like, it was pretty good. I mean, but then I'm half and half on his acting. It was like a bit too much. It was a bit too much his acting, but I didn't mind it. And he was a unique character, and I grew to like him, but in the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, let me see some action. I don't want to see this kid. But there is like a sense of who's loyal to who's loyal to who's loyal to who, and who is loyal to who. And, wow. By the way, for you Stranger Things fans, there is an interesting character played by David Harbour, and the suspicions around this character, whoo, I was like, Oh, what's gonna happen here? When I saw David Harbour's character once again from Stranger Things, and the bridge scene and the one shot in the beginning stuck out in terms of scenes. Now I'm talking like towards the end, the bridge action scene. A lot of this is ultra violent. Could be a video game. If they made this movie into a video game, I would buy it. Like the plot's good enough. Like just for like a good small video game. And the character could be a fun person to play, and like it's really video game-esque, and like just the violence is just like like so much violent. If you don't like violent stuff, just get out. But yeah. Now, the villain being a drug lord, it's easy for the performance to be some generic BS and the writing for the drug lord to be some generic BS. But his character has some spice. This villain, I don't remember his name, but he was still really good. And the kid soldiers he had, I like a movie with kid soldiers in them. I do not know why. I'm a messed up person. I love me he's making these kids cut off their fingers, and it's just like, dang, this guy's messed up and intimidating. And he does have the troopers with the snipers and bang bang, and but then again, you realize it's all to save one person, and that's what really tests the loyalty of these characters. And hey, should we all do all this crazy stuff just for one person whose father is a criminal? And you realize, yes, you got to be a good person, and you got to save this kid. You can't stand by and let these horrible people take this kid and probably kill him because they're rival drug gangs and stuff. And yeah, it was nice. It was good action hero stuff, and Chris Hemsworth proves himself to be a very charismatic action hero. And I mean action hero. Who I would like to see again in a movie. And if this movie got a sequel, yes, please. Yeah, and another fun, enjoyable movie that Netflix put out. Not entirely amazing. Some of the writing was a bit wooden. Some of the dialogue was a bit like, and the dialogue isn't special. The soundtrack hits the right notes, but isn't memorable. The kid's performance is overdone, but overall, the charisma of Chris Hemsworth and the thrilling action story made for a fun time. Another good movie put out by Netflix. I'm gonna give this an okay, worthy investment of time. So, honestly, I want to see a sequel because a certain character that fell off a bridge at the end definitely survived, and the main character is a very nice new action hero, Tyler Rake. I want to see more of that character. I want to go into his past a lot more and maybe see maybe past missions, maybe future missions, if anything's confirmed about the ending. And if you're listening on any platforms such as Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please consider Reviewing the podcast or give it a quick rating if you have time to do so. Now, that is it for the review of Extraction on Netflix, directed by Sam Hargrave, written by Joe Russo, based off of the comic written by Joe Russo and other people. And yeah, solid movie. Tell me guys what you thought of Extraction down in the comment section below.
Got a tissue for your tears, count your years, you got way more than you think. No one's better than our clique, same brain wave, yeah, we all in sync. Don't know what to think when they push you to the brink. When you hear that click clack, can't see the kickback. Sense of living 1 million.